So the last couple of years has given me plenty of opportunity to learn lots of new things, and a number of them have been about the power of reframing. So about 18 months ago I was facing a health scare, and overnight my life transformed. So my marriage broke down. I was a unemployed 44-year-old single mum from nowhere, facing surgery, and I remember thinking, oh my goodness, how on earth do you get through this? And then I looked at my little girl and realised that, do you know what, for 44 years I didn't think I could make her, and I could. So if I can do that, I can do anything. And therefore I focused on what I did want. I focused on seeing her grow up and being part of her life, and really helping her grow. And I was really fortunate, and I managed to, within a week, get myself a job, and within 2 weeks I've got through my surgery, come out the other side, and only managed to take 2 days out of work, the day of my surgery and the day they let me out of the hospital, and then I was back at work because I was self-employed, and you don't earn if you don't turn up. And I'm proud to say I don't think they even know that I had surgery. And then I got on with trying to rebuild our life and trying to make sure that we had a life together, and that my little girl was safe and secure and loved and looked after. And we were doing really well, and I got first job as a CEO, and then 6 months later second job as a COO, and life was good. And then I got cold, at least that's what I thought, and I continued to go into work and continued to work hard, and then ended up in intensive care with pneumonia in both lungs, which was one hell of an eye-opener, having tried really hard to rebuild my life, and suddenly I was in a life-threatening situation, and I remember being terrified. But all that interested me was getting home to my little girl. The only thing that I thought of was being the person that picked her up, thinking how scared she'd be, that she was nearly 2 and she'd never done more than one night away from mummy. And the thought of her scared terrified me. So I went into intensive care on the Sunday, and on the Wednesday morning, I'm pleased to say, they let me out, and I was able to go home and pick my little girl up. And when I went back to see my specialist, he was really surprised, because he was like, I saw your x-rays on the Sunday and I saw them on the Wednesday, and I have no idea how your body went from that to that. And I think it was just because I didn't focus on the illness, I didn't focus on how I felt, I focused on getting home to my little girl, getting home to be the person that picked her up from nursery and made sure that she felt safe. And it made me realise that the power of our thoughts really is incredible, and that if we can believe it, if we can think about it, we can make it happen. So whatever you're dreaming of can be yours.